girl asks, what gift will you give me? Mom's boyfriend shows money, then takes out a doll and says, which one do you like more, this money or the doll? The girl says, really, I haven't bought a doll in a long time. I want the doll. The woman comes, snatches the doll from the girl's hand, breaks it, and throws it away. She says, how dare you waste money? You are not a child anymore. The woman says, don't be crazy. You've grown up now. You should know how a woman earns from her body. And when a woman gets money, she can buy anything with it. The woman says, you wait for me in bed. I'm coming, she tells the boyfriend. He leaves. The woman says, stop crying. Tears won't get you money. Be beautiful and earn like I do. The next day, the girl is going out. The woman asks, where are you going? The girl says, I'm going to school. The woman says, forget school. I'll teach you how to earn money. The boyfriend arrives and gives both the girl and the woman a gift. The woman gets very happy seeing the gift and kisses the boyfriend. The boyfriend goes to work. The woman says, see how much I get with my beauty? She takes the girl into the wardrobe. The woman says, from now on, you will wear mini skirts, flashy and bold clothes. Don't wear shoes like that either. Look, girl, a woman can only attract men by wearing good clothes. A few minutes later, the woman changes the girl's clothes and brings her out. The girl says, Mom, I want to play. The woman says, I didn't bring you here to play. Look, if you want to be rich, listen to me carefully. You have to attract men no matter what you have to do. You just have to earn money. Look, there's your first prey. The girl goes to a boy, kisses him on the cheek, and says, will you give me money for this? The boy gives all his money to the girl. She walks away. 10 years later, a young woman enters a bar. A young man says, 2 glasses of the most expensive wine. The bartender serves the glasses. The young man says, a beautiful woman shouldn't be alone. The young woman says, of course, you can keep me company. She hugs the young man and steals his wallet. The young woman walks away. Sometime later, the young woman enters the house. The mother says, where were you and what have you been doing? The young woman says, Mom, don't start again. Here, take this money and shut your mouth. The stepfather says, let it go. Your daughter is absolutely right. The young woman kisses the stepfather and walks away. The next morning, the mother says, I need money for shopping. The stepfather gives her money. The young woman says, do you have a lot of money? The stepfather says, yes, I have a lot of money for beautiful women. The young woman walks away. A while later, she says, shall I give you a massage? The stepfather says, absolutely, I need one today. The young woman sits in his lap, kisses him, and they cross all limits. The stepfather says, I want your services every day. The young woman says, I won't be with you until you throw my mother out of the house. The stepfather says, I'll do anything for you. The mother enters the house. The stepfather says, I don't need you anymore. You cannot live in this house because I've made your daughter my wife. Take your belongings and leave. The mother says, how can you kick me out of the house? You are my daughter. The young woman says, you taught me that a beautiful woman gets whatever she wants. Now I have what I wanted. You reap what you sow. Be mindful of the values you teach your children. One day, those very values will stand before you as consequences.